Yeah, I have a son now. For real, for real. I have him here with me. You guys want to see him? I have a son. Welcome. That's my son. Rocky. You see? This is my son. Over here. This is you. Stop. Oh, shit. That's what $70,000 gets you. Okay, I gotta wash my hands because I touched them. Hold on, give me a second. Stop. Stop. Lehi. Stop. Damn, he's dirty. No, is that I'm a little bit allergic to the dogs, so if I touch him and then I touch my face or anything, I just start sneezing, and I don't want to start sneezing. Let me whack. That's why I have to wash my hands and not start sneezing. So I'm getting used to him and stuff. Why do you cost 70,000? You gotta see this dude in action, bro. This dude is a fucking animal. Yeah, the commands are on point. Dude understands everything. He came from Germany or Slovakia or something like that. He was there since he was born, and he came down here, was here for 8 months, and now I picked him up. He was gonna go to the bomb squad here with the police department, but I'm really, 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 really close with the guys in special forces, yeah. And I ended up picking him up. This is $100,000 dog. I got him for 70. So yeah, now I got scammed. I mean, if you think so, bro, I guarantee you. There's not another dog out there that could do what this one does. And it was a write-off, so you guys will see him in action soon. All right. Oh shit. 1 second, guys. Let me go back to trading view. Does you could have bought a BMW. Could have bought a lot of things, but I wanted a dog. When will the credits come? Hold on, let me start sharing my screen. What about my cat? Bro, sadly, the dog ate the cat, bro. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Dog pulls up for the first time and just fucking eats it. That was crazy. I mean, whatever. I don't really like the cat anyways. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. They're not friends yet, but they will be soon. All right, cool. Can you guys see my screen? Type one if yes, type two if no. Cool. So, let's get started. So, I know a lot of you guys are asking for the credit. You guys should have the credit by market open today or tomorrow. But everything's already been in queue. If you don't have your credit by then, it's because you're not doing something. You're not either having money, you're not having a account created with LQH Markets, and you don't have an MT5 account. You have to do those two things. If this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. All right, cool. Let's start off with ETH. ETH having a retracement. This has been a pretty much slow down week. Next we have Solana, and Solana is having what looks to be a break and retest under this area of interest here. So whenever we're under, we're going down. Whenever we are under, we're going down. Whenever we are above, we're going up. And currently right now we are under. So I am once again very interested in putting a very hefty amount of my crypto investment into Solana. And I don't want to say I'm being a greedy motherfucker, but I do think I am being a little bit greedy because I wanted to put money into Sol when it was up here. And it pulled back to area of interest one. Price came to area of interest one, and it gave me kind of my entry signal, which is this rejection candle, and I didn't do it, right? So I said, you know what? Fuck that. I want it to come to this area right here. And then it made it to that area and I did it. So I'm being very greedy, I'm being very selective. The main reason is because I feel like it can literally do the same. You see, guys, is why I can't touch the dog and touch my face right away. I start getting allergies right away, but it'll go away. Um, so like I was saying, uh last time price, I mean again, all I do, guys, really is just look at patterns, dude. Like all I try and do is just look at the market and look for it to repeat itself. If it repeats itself, I'm just gonna do whatever it did last time, right? I'm not here trying to do anything different. So last time market came into this area, had resistance, had a retracement, had a push, came into this level, rejected this level, and then had a push. If I just copy this price action to right here, it's literally the same shit. Price had the push, which is this one. Price had the push, which is this one. Then price had the retracement, which is this one. Price had the retracement, which is this one. After that retracement, then I had the push to this point up here, which is the high. Price had the push up to this point, which is the high. And then price had the retracement to the area of interest, which is the previous structure. Price had the pullback to retest the area of interest, which is the previous level structure. So I'm not like type one if you guys see the same thing that I did before I say anything. Type one if yes, type two if no. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, right? Because if you don't see the same thing, you got an issue, right? You literally have to go see a doctor and take some medication. So this is currently what the market is technically repeating itself. And if it were to repeat itself, this is technically supposed to go down from here. So this is technically supposed to go here to sell, here to sell. Now, I do understand that we currently have new highs. Crypto is a big thing now, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But I just look at patterns, and these patterns are just simply telling me otherwise. So for now, I'm just going to be very selective on this position that I decide to take. Next is Dogecoin having a pullback, indecision. XRP having a retracement, nothing we can do. Bitcoin looks like it's having a shift. If we have been in here long enough, we can see what pattern is loading up here. You guys can see that we have a left head and a right shoulder lining up right here. And we are officially bearish, right? Because we did shift the structure. Not a full head and shoulders until we don't actually have a push. After we have a push, a retracement, and then we should go back down. And if that happens, I'm a strong believer that like this is giving us all that. Like if this were to be happening on a Forex pair, not even a like just I don't know, Euro USD, for example. I would bet all day that this shit's gonna make it down here, right? All I see is a very strong higher high push. After I see a higher high push, I have a weekly bearish engulfing candlestick, daily head and shoulders pattern, 4 hour fully shifting structure, creating strong higher highs and now creating lower lows. I would tell you, yeah, bro, this is now on its way to area of interest number one, which is this one right here. So again, that's if it were to be a Forex pair. And I would be interested in taking the day trades to the downside. I'd be interested in looking for sells somewhere through here to then sell and capitalize off of this pullback up until we make it to that weekly area of interest. That's literally what I would be looking for on a Forex pair. But there's obviously crypto. I don't know how effective allergies already kicking it. Yeah, dude, I told you, bro. Fuck, man. I'm getting used to it, like whatever. Um, Jesus. Let me see if this fucking helps water. So I don't know how well this affects in crypto, and I've constantly been putting it to the test for the last year and a half when I've been analyzing the markets. And it has like a 60-70% success rate that it works. So once again, this is going to be another perfect example of us putting it to the test. So if this were crypto, I mean, if this were a currency, we would be expecting for pullbacks to here to then buy. So let's see what happens. And if that does do that, then we already know what's going to happen with Solana. Solana is going to have then this move here. And then what that means is that patterns do repeat themselves. So we are here once again being a student of the market. Doesn't matter how successful you are, how many trades you've won, how much of a winning streak you're on, does not matter. We are always a student. If this makes sense, type one. If not, type two. Bro paid 70K for allergies. Something like that. Yeah, right. Kind of stupid in here. Try hypoallergenic dogs. I mean, dog shampoo. I'll give it a try. The fox that was here the other day. Yeah, that was lunch last night for this guy. Man, I don't even know how he caught him, but I asked no questions. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. What's his name? Diddy. I'm kidding. It's obviously not Diddy, bro. All right, Nas, I give two shits about it. All right, cool. Next, GBP CAD. It is what it is. Retest, buy. The trade happened in retrospect. If you notice, daily wick fill, bullish engulfing. 4 hour, you have a double bottom, you have multiple retests. You could have entered this trade at any given point in here, at any of these shifts of structure. You could have even entered it here. It literally doesn't matter. As long as your stop loss was placed correctly under this point right here, you would be up on this trade. That is the beauty of the strategy. It might take a little bit long for it to have the move, but when it has it, it has it. And as long as you place your stop loss in the right place, you can hold throughout all this bullshit. It won't mean anything. I didn't really take the trade because I wasn't interested in executing any trades during the holidays. Um, it just doesn't really make sense. There's not a lot of volume. This is a trade that I would have taken outside of it. And if you guys did, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just more of, are you okay with accepting that risk? What I'm waiting for now for this week is just going to be another pullback if it does have it. Basically, I'm going to be waiting for a retracement to retest this level of structure, then head to the upside. That's basically it. Whoever entered this trade should not have been stopped out at all because that means that you placed your stop loss incorrectly. So if you would have entered this trade anywhere here and that your stop loss was up here, you're placing it incorrectly. You have to place it below the previous structure shift point. So that's that. Basically waiting for a retest to then buy. CAD JPY, we were anticipating for price to have a break and retest to the downside to sell. We did not do that. Price now made it above the area of interest, where truthfully, I am no longer interested. AUD we pulled up to the area of interest. When we pulled up to the area of interest, we wanted for price to create a higher high above this one, so then we can have the shit to structure. Price didn't do that, just consolidated all week because of the holidays. Very normal, pretty much expected that. And currently we are basically in the same predicament. I want the same thing to happen. I want a higher high. Once we have a higher high above this one, is where then I will then wait for the shifted structure of the 4 hour to then sell. Um, Miss Shaw, I don't ever look at that, so I don't even know what that is. I'm not interested. GBP USD did nothing last week. I think it's gone. To me, the trade is gone. Not interested. Retest. Never retested. Never made it there. I'm good. Euro JPY. Continuing have a higher high. Right, it breaks. We go rate this. I'm good. Euro USD. I mean, it's not a bad trade. I'd say it's a decent trade. I just don't know if it can happen in this upcoming week. Price open up, retest here, and then this same week, and then have a sell. Could happen, sure, but I don't know how sustainable it could be. I like the 4 hour, even if it makes it all the way back up into this area, it would still be bearish as long as it doesn't close above this point. Sure, I like this trade. I'd just be asking for the same thing, basically. When price broke this area, basically retested it, and then it sold. I'm just asking for another retest so that we can potentially sell again. The weekly time frame would be creating a wick. Yeah. And then the 4 hour would just be creating a nicer 4 hour lower high. Sure. The Euro USD waiting for pullback into this area of interest to then sell. Where would the stop loss be? Stop loss would be wherever we have the shift of structure, 10 to 15 pips above. And then first take profit would be this level right here. First take profit would be this structure level here. Right. Very easy trade. Next, USD CAD. Currently at a higher high. So higher high. I'm good. Not looking to trade with that or against that. Alex, do you like elephants? I don't know what the fuck that has to do with USD CAD, but sure. We're putting up to a resistance here. Let me take this off, take this off, take this. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Every single time we come here, we reject. We're at a higher high, so we are overdue a retracement. Daily time frame is showing a little bit of a slowdown indication. See? And then the 4 hour is too bullish. I can't even trade against it. I am good. Every call will be inputted into school. Nah, bro. Never. Why would I do that? That'd make it too easy. I gotta make it harder. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Not interested. GBP, JPY. Oh, low, low. Lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low. We're bullish. Pretty high above this. Not interested either. NZD CAD. Lower low. I mean, there's really nothing different from last week. The markets haven't had a significant move. But there's nothing really different if you think about it. Like, how the fuck do I look for something new this week when last week we did nothing? Last week we literally just moved 50 pips, if that. So how do I make anything different, you know? GBP NZD. Shit. Did nothing. Lower low. Lower low, lower low, higher high, higher high. Is this week going to be the same? Well, I don't have that crystal ball, but the world bank holidays can have a actual impact how they did last week. Now, I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same, but based off of my understanding, there's a high probability of that. So, I mean, this is just so nice. Like, this is like, these are my trades right here. Can't believe I didn't catch it. Like, break of the area of interest, retest it, bearish engulfing, confirming that we're rejecting the area of interest. Then the next week we have the wick pullback and we sell. Like these are the trades. Like this is it right here. Can't believe I didn't cap. Like, dude, this is it right here. I mean, I can see why. I can see it. But still, this is it right here. I bet there's a shift of structure in here. Look at it right there. Pulled back, shift of structure, left head, right shoulder, engulfing. Entry here, stop loss 10 pips above. Your first take profit would have been where? Oh, dude, what a beautiful trade. First take profit would have been this structure point here, or this next structure point here for an easy 1 to 2 risk to reward. It is what it is. It's okay. Not interested. This is so bad. I don't even know how much time in the same spot. Euro, GBP. How the fuck do you trade that? Please tell me. Hi, JPY. No break and retest. And we're back at AUDCHM. Okay, cool. All right, so really not much, nothing really different on this week. Um, GBP CAD, I'm going to be waiting for a retracement to then buy for it to retest this structure level right here and retest this EMA to then buy. AUDJPY, I'm going to wait for the higher high and then the shift of structure to then sell. And then Euro USD, just going to wait for it to pull up into this area of interest, shift the structure, and then sell. That's pretty much it. I'm not interested in any other markets. I'm not interested in really trading this week either. If you guys think about it, Monday is an okay day, right? Let's say there is Monday some market movement. And then you have Tuesday, which is New Year's Eve. And you have Wednesday, which is New Year's. And then Thursday and Friday, people are just gonna say, fuck this, it's the new year, it's the weekend, let's keep partying. Then comes the weekend. Like I don't think after Monday, I don't think people are gonna be active or do anything into the next Monday, which is the 6th. So these are the times where beginner traders and experienced traders make the right or wrong decision. This is literally a what the fuck week. Literally a what the fuck week. Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar and like I just can't find a logical reason on why to trade. Like it's just not gonna have any movement. The week is gonna start short and then short. So banks are gonna have no movement. It's just not gonna be it. If I was you guys, I would literally just sit on your hands and save your funds for when the markets are ready and have a better trading opportunity. Don't force a trade just because you haven't been in one in 2, 3 weeks. Trust me, nobody wants to take a trade more than me right now. But I'm just being patient. What broker do you recommend? Oanda and the LQH markets. Heard you was spook at the Bugatti event. I don't even know what that means, bro. Where are we? Whoa. Can you trade gold on Oanda? I don't think so. What about the funds on LQH? Well, markets are closed right now. When the market's open, you should have it. Shit, bro, the fucking dog fucked me up. I gotta take a shower now. Or shower the dog. It's because he got wet with the rain. So for the post boot camp, I mean, I could do a post boot camp this week if you want me to talk about nothing. I can literally talk about the market doing nothing, or I can do a post boot camp when the market's actually doing something, you know? So I'm just kind of waiting around for it to give us great opportunities for us to actually talk about something. I want to have a post boot camp that I can educate you guys on examples, on possible entries, on different scenarios how we can capitalize off of the market. You seem to be, yes, I make my predictions off of support and resistance, correct? I caught Bitcoin today perfectly because of the strategy. Congrats, bro. Can you please explain why you don't like when the 4 hour is too bullish, even though the daily and I don't know what you mean. What are your goals for 2025? Oh, I have an announcement coming real soon. Coming very soon. Who in here is following Alex not caring? I don't know if you guys are in that account or not. Cool. Yeah, I let more people in than I should have, honestly. Not accepted yet, not accepted. I'll accept some yeah soon. Alex, what's your plan? I feel like right now everything is very slow. I'm even trying to just get basic shit done on my day-to-day life. Like I want to fix something here in the house, and workers are on vacation. People are traveling for the holidays, going to see family in different countries. So I just feel like last week and this week, it's just everything's just slow. Can't get shit done. Nothing done. So I mean, I know you guys wanna what do you do on this downtime and how can you optimize it? And I just say it's more of optimizing yourself, dude. Like, fuck. Like, if you were to know that what's holding you back from being successful is just you. It's just you knowing when to use these things correctly, knowing when to go actually press buy and sell. So it's not about being here, click the buy and sell. It's you having the right mentality and understanding it to do it correctly. So if anything, yes, go watch the recordings, go do all that stuff. It's cool. But realize that it is literally because the market is not giving us any opportunities right now. You said you were going to talk about how to take counter trend trades. Yeah, I'll talk about how to take counter trend trades when the market gives me an opportunity for that. If there's no opportunities for that, how can I talk about it? Personal question. What do you value the most nowadays in life? I value the most. Um, I think I value the most just a good time. Really, that's really it. Just a good time with good people. That's really it. It could be walk in the park, just having a great conversation, or talking to someone at a shoe store. Like that's really what I value the most right now. Just being with good people, having a good time. Something simple. Could be having a smoking a cigar or just sitting at a bench. Like that's what I value the most right now. Some people can't even have a good conversation. Some people are respectfully just retards and they just don't even know how to keep a conversation going or how to even have a real conversation. So that's what I value most right now. Having a good conversation with somebody that's great. And and people that think outside the box. That's really it. My goal in 2025 is to be in the Bugatti with you and do the podcast. I promise you I'm gonna make it. Brother, it's very possible. Brother, let's have a chat. You gotta catch me somewhere, you know? Can, do you read the post in school? Yeah, man. I'm always in there. I'm always replying. Just again, these days have just been slow. Bryson, you gotta wait, brother. Let's smoke a good cigar with a let's smoke a good cigar with an old 52-year-old family guy that loves your trading plan. Whiskey's a plus. About it sounds cool. Something I also like doing is just drifting, bro. I genuinely like that shit. Like dude, I've drifted so much these last couple of days because it's been raining and I don't even post it. I just do it just because I genuinely like it. I'm having a great fucking time. I love doing this shit. You know what? I'm gonna go drift right now. Is it hard to drift? Not really. It's just hard to have the balls to go and do it, but it's really not that hard. Drift with us, brother. I'm gonna need a fucking airplane to drift with every single one of you guys. How gray is your hair? I don't think I'm gonna make it to gray hair. I think my hair's gonna fall out before I even have gray hair. Everybody in my family's bald, so I'll probably be bald in like a couple years. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a gray hair. Do you think someone could be as successful as you without a one-on-one training coach? I mean, I'm as successful as I am without a one-on-one training coach. I never had one. Something also that I feel like I have an advantage of that 99% of you guys in here don't have is the amount of accountability and pressure that I have by having a following makes me a better trader. Having people depend on me and watch me every single day and just call me out of my bullshit forces me to be a better trader, forces me to become a sniper and not fuck up. So I have that advantage over a lot of people because right now you're watching this in your room, you're listening to it in the car, you're watching it on your laptop somewhere. And as soon as I end this Zoom call, you'll probably go scroll on Instagram or go watch Netflix or go talk to your friends or go do whatever you're gonna do. But that's it. Like nobody is gonna check up on you and see how you're progressing and really understand it. Compared to me, whenever I'm not posting anything or whenever I'm not being the best that I can, somebody's calling me out of my shit, or there's somebody new in the community that I have to answer. Like I'm always in this state of mind. You guys, and I'm like forced to always be in this state of mind. You guys have to force yourselves to be in this state of mind. So it's very different. And I'm trying to figure out how to, well, I've actually figured it out how to make you guys be in my position. And we're going to start that plan in 2025, which is, we're going to make you guys coaches inside of the community and you're going to have like your own little hub and you're going to have people that are going to look up to you and hold you accountable. Miss Shaw, brother, you spam one more time and I'm going to kick you out. I've seen your question. Just let me finish explaining this one. I'm going to get to that one. This guy literally spammed. What is the best thing or lesson you learned in 2024? Jesus, man. It's a big question. I got to process it. Give me a second. He's getting booted. I mean, no, he's asking a great question, but I think he asked it 800 times. I can't even read other people's questions. Um, so yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. Fucking Michelle fucked me up. Everybody going to school now and say fuck Michelle. Kidding. Don't do that. It's a joke. It's a joke. No, you cannot withdraw the credit funds, bro. I'd love to be a mentor in the community. Well, that's part of the school, and it's not something that is just given. You have to earn it. You can't raffle out being a coach. Like, yeah, okay, now you're a coach. It's like, oh, maybe you don't even want to be one, or you don't have the characteristics to be one. Like you can't just be selected to be a coach. Like you have to want to be one. You have to have that leadership inside of you, and you have to know what the fuck you're talking about. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, why are you even qualified to be here as a coach? You should be a student, then you go into a coach. So what's the biggest lesson I learned, Michelle? Thanks for stopping spamming it, brother. Fuck, dude, you're so nice. What's the best thing or lesson that I learned in 2024? You know, I think I have 2 more days, right? And I don't know if it would, I don't know if something new is gonna come in the next 2 days in 2024. But I say the best thing I've learned, well, I mean, that just, Michelle, I ask it in a bit more like niche now. Because I've learned a lot of shit. I've learned things from trading, I've learned things from friends, from money, from personal life, from women, from business. investment. Like I've learned a lot. Like what, like specifically what. And I want Michelle to ask, right? Michelle, please. Which one did you want to know? Sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Michelle. So what Michelle basically said, whichever one is gonna help me. Okay. Well, I don't know which one's gonna help you, right? Something that's gonna help me. Well, I don't know. Is talking about women gonna help you? Is talking about money gonna help you? Is talking about trading it? Like what's gonna help you? How do I tell my family about this part I have chosen because I'm having very difficult to tell them and I'm being pressured with school and from my family? I mean, bro, I think, you sound like you're 18, 19, 20, 17, and bro, you don't tell them, man, because they probably won't understand. I tried to do that and I did it. You just do you, bro, and let the results speak for themselves. You got to go to school because that's the only way you're gonna make your parents just understand that you're progressing in life. But then once you have your actual trading and your journey start having results, then you start incorporating it. But don't try and explain to them something they're not interested in understanding. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write down my biggest lessons that I've learned in 2024. And I'm just gonna make a whole thing about it. Let me write this down. I have time to. Biggest lessons for 2024. Alex, can you give me a tip on staying consistent? Because I understand everything. I just can't stay consistent for some reason. I can't break through that. I don't even understand like what you would need me to tell you outside of staying consistent. Like, Alex, can you give me a tip on staying consistent? Because I understand everything. I just can't stay consistent. Well, then you just can't be successful. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you other than if you are not consistent, you won't be successful. Like if that's not enough at risk, there's nothing else that I'm gonna tell you that's gonna make you want to do it. You are literally holding yourself back because you're just being respectfully a bitch, not wanting to show up every single day. What do you need? You need somebody to call you a bitch, and you need that to fire you up and then make you show up. Okay, you're being a bitch. But I don't think that, and I mean that not respectfully now, because like you're literally letting yourself down because you're being lazy. How are you gonna let yourself down because you want to be comfortable or not consistent? Like, what do you need? What do you like? I mean, yeah, I can go on a rant and say some motivational shit on why you need to be consistent, but if you need that now, you're gonna get hyped up for 4 days, and then in 5 days you're gonna need it again, and it's like a drug. When I give it to you again in 5 days, you're gonna need it in 3 days. And then when I give it to you in three, every single time your dopamine, is it dopamine? No, your what is it called? Your what is it? No, your dopamine? No, it's not dopamine. Your tolerance to the hype starts going down, 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 down. It's like when you give a drug addict drugs, like his tolerance is very high, and then The next time you give it to him, he needs more and more and more and more. It's the same thing with like I think motivation is that. Like you can get it, it's great for a little bit, and then it dies down, and then you need it again. But every single time you get it, it lasts less time. So I would just more than look for a reason to be consistent, I would look for a purpose. Like, why are you doing it? And that purpose should just be your fire 24/7. What was your biggest lesson this year with who you should have let in your close social group? I completely dropped my friends to focus on the strategy, but do you have any? But I don't have any friends in common now. Well, congrats, Andre Bonilla. I'm gonna read it again. What's your biggest lesson this year with who you should have let in your close social group? I completely dropped most of my friends to study the strategy, but now I don't have any friends in common. So, my biggest lesson this year on who I let into my social group or who you should have let into your social group, I should have let less people into my social group. I should have cut off a lot of more people that I let in. So that's my biggest lesson this year in that specifically. I wish I would have not let certain people in. I wish I would have not uh made myself so accessible to some people. I don't really wish, but I learned that I should have not been so accessible to some people. And I learned that people that come off very friendly and right off the bat, they're just the perfect guy and they're everything's great. That's the worst. Right? Anything that just seems like too perfect and they don't have just something wrong, right? There's got to have something wrong. That's a red flag, right? And to your other point, that now you dropped all your friends and you don't have anybody in common. I mean, brother, what do you expect? You're not doing something common, so you can't expect to have common or normal day-to-day life of what people would have. So I'd say you're on the right path simply because you're doing the same thing that I did. I personally don't know or hang out with anybody from when I started into this journey. I bumped into a couple people and I pretend like I don't know them. I'm good. If I was a girl, what? Bro, nah, now you guys are getting sus. What do you recommend in order to pass one funded challenge? One suggestion only. 2% a week. That's it. My Sunday swings attendance is more than my university. Tony, coming soon. Let's put it like this. We I'm strategically because you guys know me, right? I'm always cooking some shit up. And I'm just telling you, there's only 500 students in here right now, right? I have some shit cooking up for the first. And I'm just telling you guys, right? Because like, there's like a core set and forget culture community, and it's you guys. Like, I dropped the Zoom link. I don't know, fucking 2 hours into this anticipation, and it's always like the same amount of names that I see. It's always the same group that pull up. And you guys stick it through here, right? When we started off the Sunday Swings, there was almost 2,000. As soon as I got off the charts, literally 70% left because all they care about are the trades. But now there's you guys, right? The 500 that are in here, you guys are just the boys, right? Or the girls, right? Whatever you guys are, he, she, they, whatever. I don't give a fuck, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys some shit. In 2025. in the first 2 weeks of 2025, we're gonna do some crazy shit, right? That's all we're gonna do some crazy shit. Not no Mr. Beast shit, right? Don't think that much. But it's more of gonna be like a what the fuck moment, you know? It's gonna make people think, it's gonna get people hyped up, and I'm taking a big risk. I'm basically putting my whole reputation on the fucking line. I am going to do officially what everybody wants. What everybody wants, I'm going to do. I'm gonna do it. And it's gonna be public. Everybody's gonna see it. It's gonna be the it's gonna be the it's gonna be the biggest announcement in the trading industry, right? It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. And it's gonna be the perfect way to start off 2025. Cooking up something big. But we're like 50% there. So, and I'm only telling you guys, right? Because the haters, the people that leak shit or whatever, I don't think they would be in this far into the Zoom. I could be wrong. Sometimes haters stay all the way just because they're actually fans at the end of the day, but I doubt it. And if they do, it's my message. Now I'm at the point in my life where if you just look at me the wrong way, I'll just look at you and be like, you're a bitch. Before I would try to be a nice guy and be like, oh, sorry I bothered you. Now, like, I hope I bothered you, motherfucker, because I give two fucks. Like, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck. Give us a hint. Give you guys a hint. All right, you ready? Shit, bro, I gotta be careful what I show out here. This is the only hint I can give right now. Bro, hold on. I gotta be careful showing these documents, dude. This is all I can show. All right. That is all I can show. That is it. That is all I can show. That's it. You either got it or you don't. We're going to the moon. No, no, that's probably 2026. Quote of the day. You know what? Quote of the day is I don't give a fuck. That's literally quote of the day. And fuck Michelle, or however you spell his damn name. Bro, this dog, I don't think you guys know how big this dog is. Remember, I'm 6'2". Stop. What are you trying to like? I can hear it. Hear this shit. Yes. Like, just stop. Like, I'm gonna like, just stop. You see? Just stop. Oh, fuck. 5'6". Yeah, he's a big ass dog. What language is it? Dude, I wish I would know. I think it's German or Slovakian. I don't know. German, right? I know we have some people from Germany here, so. All right, boys. A little bit of interesting Sunday swings. Talk more shit than the charts, but the charts are just doing nothing. So all I can say is, boys, thank you very much for being here. Hope you guys have a great and fantastic new year. I hope all of you guys have an amazing time with your families. If you go and celebrate it with your families, if you're going to be anywhere around the world, be careful, be safe. We're living in weird times right now, guys, and we don't know what the fuck is going to happen with crazy people all around the world. So if you're out in public in social events, just be careful. I saw some crazy shit the other day. Some guy in a car just like ran through a whole fucking venue. That shit's mad scary. So just be careful, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic ending of the year. And 2025, we're we're coming hard. We're not fucking around in 2025. So all I can say is, boys, is have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys throughout the week. Take care, guys. Set and forget.